Today is March 9th. Welcome to Saint of the Day. Today we celebrate St. Dominic Savio. St. Dominic was a young boy with great potential. His mentor was none other than St. Don Bosco, who taught him how to do ordinary things extraordinarily well. Not everyone is capable of doing extraordinary things, but all of us can do ordinary things extraordinarily well if we put our minds to it and if we call upon God's grace. One day an elderly man saw Dominic going along the road in the blazing sun and said to him, "Are you not afraid to go so far alone?" "I am not alone," said Dominic. "I have my angel guardian with me, accompanying every step." "But surely you find the journey long and tiresome in this very hot weather?" "Nothing seems tiresome or painful when you are working for a master who pays so well." "And who is your master?" "It is God, our Creator, who rewards even a cup of cold water given for love of Him." This little incident was related by the person who had this conversation with Dominic, and he concludes by saying, "A boy who has such thoughts in his head when he is only 10 years old is certainly destined for a great career." Dominic was pious from a very early age, attending daily Mass. The parish priest noticed and arranged for Dominic to receive his first Holy Communion at 7, during a time when children typically received First Communion in their early teens. As the day of his First Communion approached, Dominic wrote down 4 resolutions, remarkably mature thoughts of a 7-year-old. "I will go to confession and communion as often as my confessor will allow. I will sanctify Sundays and holy days in a special way. Jesus and Mary will be my friends, and I will choose death rather than sin." On the day of the proclamation of Pius IX of the dogma of the Immaculate Conception, Don Bosco took great care to prepare the boys of the oratory for this special day. Dominic was especially touched as he offered himself to Mary and renewed his First Communion resolutions. "From that day onward," wrote Don Bosco, "Dominic made such evident progress in virtue that I began to write down everything I noticed about him. He was already very pious, but now he became a person of prayer." Dominic also realized that part of becoming a saint was sharing his knowledge and awareness of God with his companions. Dominic drew up an interesting set of stories about Mary, the mother of Jesus, to tell his schoolmates. Now and then he would draw up a good hint to get someone to go to confession and communion in honor of the Blessed Mother. He was always the first to set the example. He saw the sacrament of penance as a good place to get advice from the priest. After 3 years at the oratory, Dominic became ill and was sent home to recuperate. Dominic knew all along that he did not have long to live and would not return to the oratory. He died a peaceful death at home. 19 years later, Dominic appeared to St. John Bosco in a dream. Dominic came to encourage and advise Don Bosco about the future of his work for youth. In that vision, Don Bosco asked his pupil, "Dominic, what gave you the most comfort at the hour of death?" "What comforted me the most at the point of death was the assistance of the powerful and loving Mother of God." What a wonderful lesson for us. The life of St. Dominic Savio is worthwhile reading. It is very relatable to young and old. St. Dominic Savio, pray for us. This is Robert. Please like and subscribe, and I invite you to leave a comment below stating, "Pray for us." We're therefore born in a community of prayer, and it helps the algorithm find you for new videos and to introduce these videos to others. Thank you for listening.